come to your mat, lying on the back, knees bent, arms beside the body. Begin to notice your breathing. Air entering the lungs through the nose. Filling the lungs like a glass of water from bottom to middle to top. Relax the face. And know that as we move through this yoga practice, my cues are suggestions, so always listen to the wisdom of your body. Any pain coming out of poses, and let the left foot cross over right thigh, and the left hand find the inside of left knee, gently pressing that knee away. And staying right here, or threading the left hand through the legs, finding the back of the right knee, and to thread the needle. It's a great stretch to open up the back, hips. As you're breathing, lengthening out through the crown on the inhale, and on the exhale, drawing the right knee closer towards the chest, keeping the shoulders down and away from the ears. Nice deep breath here. As you exhale, release the hands, release the left foot, drawing it back down to the mat, knees bent. Draw the right foot across the left thigh, right hand finds inside of right knee, gently pressing away. Staying here, or threading right hand through the legs, finding the back of left knee. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, left knee to chest. Nice deep breath here. On the exhale, release. Both feet back down to the mat, knees bent. Arms beside the body. Palms find the mat, so flipping the palms over. Thighs are parallel. Walk the feet back just a bit. Draw the navel in and lift the hips into bridge. Keeping the thighs parallel, hands can find underneath the body, clasping the hands and walking the shoulder blades in. And stay right here, or come up on toes. Being mindful to keep the knees from moving wide, keeping thighs parallel. Relax the face. See if you can lift the hips just a little bit higher. Releasing the hands and walking the shoulder blades back. Come down on all four corners of the feet, and then slowly bring the hips back down to the mat and draw knees to chest. Give the body a little rock from side to side. Releasing the hands from the knees, leaving the knees where they are though, and letting hands go out into a T, palms flat. Draw the navel in, and with both knees together, draw the knees over to the left side. Gaze out right over right fingertips. Long, slow, even breath. Bringing the gaze back to midline and letting that left hand assist the knees back to midline, hugging knees to chest. And releasing hands back to the T position, palms flat, both knees together over to the right. Gaze over left fingertips. Breathing. Gaze goes back to midline, right hand assists knees back to center, hug knees to chest. Then let the legs go long, hands beside the body with the palms facing up. Point the toes, draw the navel in, and lift toes up off the mat a few inches, and then shoulders and head. Extending through fingertips and toes in one direction and out through the crown in the other. Into barge pose. Keep breathing. And release. Nice deep breath in. Complete exhalation. Finding the feet beside one another again and pointing the toes. Moving the shoulders down and away from the ears. The palms are still facing up. Lift the feet, shoulders, head. Relax the jaw. And release. Hug knees in. Another little rock from side to side. Then moving over to the side and coming up to tabletop, hands and knees. Hands directly underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Send the right foot back. The left foot back. Right arm forward. Left foot is back behind the body, right arm forward, extending through right fingertips, left toes. Keep breathing. Pressing in with that left hand into the mat. Hand and foot back to mat. Now sending the right foot back, left arm forward. It's a great pose for strengthening the core, practicing balance. Breathing. Left hand, right knee back down, and sit back into child's pose. Extend the arms out in front. Nice deep breath here. Complete exhalation. Then begin to move on to the belly. Arms out in front, forehead rests on the mat. Feet back behind, finding one another. Draw the navel in and lift the toes. Hands and head. Keeping the head stacked squarely on the shoulders, so not tweaking the neck by looking up. Extend through toes and fingertips. And breathe in. Great for strengthening muscles all along the spine. And release. Let the hands find beside the body, palms facing up, forehead resting on the mat. Draw the navel in, lift toes. Lift the shoulders, the head. So the extension now is through fingertips and toes in one direction and out through the crown in the other. You can stay right here or find the hands clasping back behind the body. Keep breathing. Release the hands. Bring the hands to stacked position right underneath the forehead. Let the forehead rest on stacked hands. Nice deep breath here. Complete exhalation. And let the hands now find right beside the shoulders, pressing back into child's pose. Nice deep breath here. And release. And then coming up onto the knees, but turning so that you're sideways on your mat. If you have sensitive knees, a blanket underneath the knees might be nice here. Hands on the hips and let the right foot travel out to the right side, flexing the toes. The hips are facing forward. Inhale the arms up. And let the right hand travel down the right thigh, left arm up and over, drawing that left shoulder back into gate. Breathing. And inhaling both arms up, left hand finds the mat, right arm goes up and over, and the toes, the right toes point. So there's an extension from the right toes up through the right side of the body and out the right fingertips. Breathing. And inhaling. Arms up overhead, hands to hips, and drawing that right leg back in. Sending the left leg out now. Toes are flexed of the left foot. Inhale the arms up overhead, and then left hand travels down the left leg, right arm comes up and over. Draw the right shoulder back. Inhaling, both arms up overhead, right hand finds mat, left arm comes up and over, and the left toes are pointing. Feeling now the extension from left toes up through the left side of the body, out through left fingertips. Inhaling up, hands to hips. Draw that left leg back and find yourself in table but facing forward. Sitting back into child's pose. Then lifting the hips, leaving the toes where they are, and letting the knees go a little wider into a wide child's pose. Great for opening up the hips. And you can stay right here if you like, or come back up and let the feet now travel wide, moving into frog. You can even let the knees go maybe even a little wider. Come down on either forearms. You might be able to stack hands here and rest the forehead on the hands. Giving a nice stretch along the inside of the thighs. Coming back up, allowing the hands to assist you to create space so you're not dragging the knees along the mat. So press in with the hands, lifting each knee, walking it back to midline along with the feet, and sit back into child's pose. And lifting the head, moving from table, tucking the toes under, coming up to a forward fold. If this is tough on your back, you can bend the knees so the front of the body is resting on the tops of the thighs. And bending the knees if they're not already, placing hands on knees and coming up to standing. Let the feet go about hip width apart. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And finding the feet now a little closer together. Knees can even be touching here. Inhale the arms up. Bending the knees, hands to heart center into chair pose. See if you can balance on the feet. So rather than rocking forward or to the back of the feet, nice balanced feet. Draw the shoulders down, extend through the crown. Long straight spine. Relax the face. Inhale, arms up, legs go wide into star. Bending the knees, bending the elbows, palms facing forward into goddess. Hands can come back behind the body, clasping and lifting the hands up, opening up the shoulders, and drawing the hands to the front, into Anjali Mudra, clasping the hands now, letting the palms face forward, and then the arms go up overhead and lifting, releasing the hands back to the waist, and allowing the hands to go parallel. So mirroring you here now, letting the left foot be in line with the mat, the right foot's back behind you, arms are parallel to the earth, palms facing down. Root through the feet, lift up through the hips and the crown, and reach with the fingertips. Reach, and then windmill that left arm down, right arm up overhead into triangle. If you need to, you can let the hand rest at the knee. The ankle, you might be able to reach the ground here. Gaze can be up overhead at your fingertips or straight ahead. Breathing. Inhale back up. Bend the forward knee. Forward arm bends. that forward arm comes down towards the thigh, the right arm comes up and over. Inhaling back up, arms parallel. Front palm flips up. The back hand goes down that back leg, reaching up with the left hand to Dancing Warrior. Then windmill the arms back to Warrior Two. The arms are parallel, front knees bent. Straightening that leg, shifting the feet forward, hands back at the hips. Then setting up for the other side. Triangle. Arms parallel, that front knee is straight. Root through the feet, lift up through the hips, the crown, and reach with the right fingertips out in front. And then windmill. So you can draw that left shoulder back a little bit. Extend through the fingertips. Inhale up. Bend the forward knee. Bend the forward arm. That forearm comes down towards the thigh. The left arm comes up and over. So similar to gait, you feel the extension out through that back toe of the foot back behind you, out through the fingertips overhead. Inhaling back up, Warrior Two. Flip the front palm up. The back hand goes down the back thigh, lifting that right arm up overhead into Dancing Warrior. And windmilling back to Warrior Two, arms parallel. Straightening that forward leg, hands to hips, toes come forward. Hinging at the hips into a wide forward fold. You can use a block down here in the center. Or let your hands come right down to the floor. Let the head release. If you like, you can let the hands clasp back behind the body, lifting the hands up towards the head. Releasing hands back to block or floor. And heel toeing the feet back to a forward fold. And again, if you need to have knees bent to protect the back, go ahead and do that. If not, come into forward fold. Now placing a nice deep bend in the front of body meets top of thighs. And then coming right back down on the mat where we started. Onto your back. Hug the knees to chest. Keep a hold of the right knee, let the left leg go. Straightening that left leg. Left hand on right knee, drawing that right knee across the body towards the left side of the mat. So moving into a spinal twist. Gaze can be out over the right fingertips. Breathing. And drawing that knee back to midline, hugging knees to chest. And then keeping a hold of the left knee, right leg straightens. Using the right hand on left knee to draw that left knee across the body over to the right side. Gaze out over left fingertips. Breathing. Returning Knees back to chest, hugging the knees in. Stretching out long or any other stretches that feel good for your body today. And eventually finding a place that's restorative for you today for Shavasana, yogic rest. It can be on your back, on the side. Feel your body release into the mat. Letting the arms be heavy, legs heavy, fingers and toes light. You can rest here in Shavasana for a few minutes. And slowly begin to bring the awareness back into your body, rolling over to your side, and eventually up to a seated position. Sitting up tall, inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Deep inhalation, reaching. And exhale. Namaste.